Hello, my beautiful sacred souls. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Mwah! Welcome back. I am Lali Cosmo, and she knows. It is so beautiful to be in this space with you guys again today, especially during the holiday season. We have a lot going on towards the end of this year. Yes, indeed. And I know it's been a while. I've been on my me time. And also, I've had a lot of projects I've been working on, got a lot of great stuff coming up for you guys already lined up. Yes, indeed. And so I just want to take the time to say happy holidays, everybody. But I also have to let you know the good and the bad, as you know how I do. So it is around that time of the year. It's beginning to look like Christmas. But let's be mindful that it isn't all just pink cheek fat Santa coming down chimneys and getting cookies and milk and all that. Yeah. So we gonna dive in real quick, and I'm not gonna take too much of your guys' time because I know y'all in the kitchen right now cooking. Oh my God, and thank God this year I don't have to entertain. Thank God this year I don't have to cook. Generally, I am the cooker, and then generally I am the entertainer. This year I was blessed. I'm going somewhere very special. I'm already away at the moment. But yeah, I know that you guys are busy, so I'm not going to take too much of your time. So let's just dive right on in. Yes. All right, so let's start by talking about the Bible stumpers and giving you guys a few scriptures you can write down, because I already know y'all gonna try and come from my head on this because y'all really believe that Christmas is the birth of Jesus. Yeah. Well. So just to dive right in, I need you to go to book of Luke. And I believe it's Luke chapter 1 and 26. Then also go to Luke chapter 2. Yes, well, basically it's talking about how Jesus was not born in the winter cold months, y'all. First of all, it was in Palestine, right? And around this time frame, it is extremely brutally cold. There wasn't any sheep in the field. There's just a lot of stuff that's just twisted, right? As we know, right? Everything is questionable in this world, particularly in this matrix that we've been brainwashed to believe into, right? But you need to know, my beloved, that Christmas is a very satanic, ritualistic, pagan holiday. Yes, indeed. Now, of course, I myself, I do love, this time of the season for a couple of occasions, not just getting with loved ones and friends and family, but also, it's that time where only certain things come out in the stores and little special kits and, baskets and things like that you don't see during the year. You could order off of Amazon, whatever, and put it together, but who wants to do all that? You wanted to just hit the row and go down the row and pick and dip and dive and have all this great surprise and then, getting the gifts. But there is a very, very dark connotation behind all of this, even down to the gifting. Yeah. Like, I kind of heard some things, growing up about, Santa Claus, Saint Nick, he's not really real. We believe that shit. Now, come on, for all of y'all who really know, especially the ones that grew up in apartments, or if you grew up in the hood, ain't no pink, rosy Batman coming down no chimney. Hell, most of you didn't even have no chimney because you lived in apartments, right? Or even a condo, right? Ain't no cookies and milk being eaten up and he ain't delivering nothing. Ain't no damn reindeers flying through. So we need to stop lying to these kids, right? Because he was lied to. He was. I mean, even the pastor told stories in the pulpit. Even today or tomorrow, whenever you go to church, whenever you find this video, the pastors, come on now, be in church on Christmas telling a bald-faced lie about Santa Claus. Even down to it being Jesus' birthday, which it's not. Yeah. Let the truth be told and shame the devil. That's what I always say. Okay, so you got to know that Saint Nick himself, right? He wasn't some fat, cheesy, character that we think, dressed in a costume in a red and white suit. He actually was a black bishop. And back in the days, in ancient times, he gave out shekels of gold to poor and needy, right? But because of this, people, they took him to be a good Samaritan, right? And they worshiped him because of it. Like, they really put him on a pedestal, right? And so that kind of is how the name, got into the mix. Also, I'm just going to tap on some things. I'm not going to go too deep because, again, I know you guys are down here. I do too. I got to be somewhere real soon. So let's just talk on a few things, hit and miss, hit on top of a couple of subjects, right? A couple of topics. Well, I can't talk. Turkey down my neck. No, I ain't had no turkey. I'm not even having turkey this Christmas. Ain't y'all burnt out with turkey though? Even though I slow roast cook mine in the oven overnight. You wake up to it like, oh, it's Christmas. But not this year, no. I think last year we did tamales. Yeah, we sure did. I was thinking Thanksgiving, but it was Christmas. We did hella tamales, right? And they were birria tamales, and they was a bomb. So anyway, I was just about, trying to do something different, and I didn't have to do nothing this year, so that was a blessing. Okay, diving back in. It's not about me. It's about you. Hopefully, y'all doing good out there. You guys are taking care of yourself and just like excited, and hopefully, I'm praying to God you guys get everything that you want. But it's not about that. So let's get into the gifting, right? The gifts were given to the poor and needy at that time. And apparently, Constantine from the Roman Empire, he was, really into Christianity, and he wanted to really push Christianity. And when he saw that it was marketable, that people would actually take the time to spend their own hard-earned money and actually donate it to help the poor and needy, he thought, let me interject this into the Christian world and kind of get them to, do the same thing. But let's flip it around a bit and let's make it about kids, about children, right? Because obviously, majority of people, unfortunately, they are more invested into giving and buying for kids rather than the poor and needy, right? And that's your personal preference. I ain't here to shame or blame nobody, okay? Okay. So that's the whole thing with the gifting part of it. Then let's talk about, it's Christianity began to spread, and this was a way for him to throw some nuggets out there, some benefits, like, oh, we have this ceremony, and on this festival day we do this and we do that, and just to get people hyphy, get them into the, oh, let me transfer over to your religion, let me become a Christian, right? And so it became very heavy in the church. Now, also, Christmas is a Yule tradition, so a lot of traditions come from Yule, right? The winter solstice. Also, when talking about Christmas, did you know that it was actually banned in the 1800s? And the reason being is that it actually was a ceremony where they used to get together and they used to get drunk, beat their wives, and just do a whole bunch of chaotic things, right? And it became so much of a, I don't know if you want to say a pandemic, epidemic, whatever you want to call it, but it was so bad, guys, that the U.S. actually banned it. Yes. Christmas was actually banned in the early 1800s. Go check that out for yourself. I should have an insert right here. Over there. Anyways, yes, go check that out. So that was very shocking. When I started going down the rabbit hole, apparently there was children that were, tormented, tortured. But yeah, the USA, they banned it until they realized that, hey, maybe we can utilize this holiday and we can capitalize, right? So then they put it back into the mix, and it just became a big thing. And as we know, it's majority commercial. Even for those who believe that the 25th of December is Jesus Christ's birthday, it ain't really about worshiping him and giving him no gifts. Ain't nobody going to no manger and doing all that. You know what I'm saying? No. It's about, what can I get? Ooh, did I get what I want? Did she give me the right thing? And half the times it's not even what you really wanted. Look, I have this little thing I have to say that I do when I do gifts, right? And people that really know me, they know me for this. Even my family, my intermediate family. So when it's gifting, I was that child growing up that didn't just get one gift. not to say that I wasn't, grateful or appreciated or whatever, but I would be like, that's all I got. Well, thank you, but most of the time it was something I didn't really want, right? Even though I made my statement very clear, like, hey, I want this, I would like to have that, like this would be cool, but most of the time people gave me something I really didn't want. So as I started getting gifts, I tried to do that, well, what would I think, what do I think they would really enjoy? What would make them happy? What do I think they would want? So instead of just trying to like second guess it and, put a check on it, I would just get multiple things. So like if I was spending like, say, $300, right? Instead of getting one big ass gift that costs $300, I would take that $300 and maybe break it down to like increments of 50, right? Or whatever. I'm just spitting it out there a number, not to say, oh, 300. But I would take that and then I would just give, like whatever, amount of gifts that each gift would provide for the amount of $50. So what ended up happening is the person I would give a gift to, and I still do this to this day, they get a grab bag, right? So it's a grab bag of a multitude of, stuff, right? And my ideal thought path has been that is something in that bag they're going to like, right? And I'm saying, like, even when it's not Christmas, guys, because you don't have to wait for one great day of the year to be nice and think about somebody and give them something, right? It could be any time of the year, right? It's the thought that counts, not the amount and what you get out of it or not. But unfortunately, you got people that, get in fights, even in arguments about what they got and what they didn't get. And it's like, wow, really? I mean, even if you were super duper rich and you had every single thing in the world, the fact that somebody even thought of you, you know what I'm saying? It's like, wow, like, okay, you know what I'm saying? It's the thought that counts. And I think that, like, in the law of attraction, we put out there comes back to us. So just giving, you can never go wrong with giving. Come on, somebody. It's up to them what they do with it. The thing is in your heart where you're a cheerful giver when you gave. I think in the Bible, also for you Bible thumpers, as you know, those that are listening, it talks about being a cheerful giver. Right? And things just come back to you. You're not looking for it to come back, but the universe has a way of blessing you, blessing your literal socks off. Yes, indeed. So I always give the grab bags. And so even for me, the few people that they kind of emulate what I do, it's like, wow, you know what I'm saying? You get this big old bag, or it could be even a small bag. I gave some small ones just recently. They had like a multiple of things in it. And the person was just so much gratitude. I was like, okay, it's not that serious, but okay, I'm glad you like it. And I kind of felt like bad. I was like, I should have more, because it was a little small box, but it had I think 6 or 7 things in it, trinkets and perfumes and all kind of stuff. And anyways, so not about me, but about you guys and like what we're here for, right? To find out why you clicked on this channel. The truth about, okay, there go my flower. That's fine. So the truth about Christmas, gifting can be any time of the year. But it was a celebration back then. Also, Nimrod, for those of you who are Bible thumpers or you just want to, do some further research, Nimrod was a great king who opposed everything to do with Jesus, everything to do with God. He basically thought he was God. And his birthday is actually December 25th. Yeah, Nimrod. So they celebrated him, exhorted him to the highest plateau. And that's where the gifting came in. Now, let's talk about the tree. Woohoo! So the tree and the wreath, right? So apparently, back during that time frame, also, during the Druids and the fairies and all that, I really don't know too much about the Irish folklore. I know some of it, but when it comes to Christmas, I don't know too much about it. Although I have studied a lot of religions, right? And belief systems. But fall, right? The name literally comes from them back then because they were all about nature. They still are, obviously. But they believed that when the leaves fell during the winter solstice, that it was kind of like an omen, a bad omen. Now you can go do your research and, definitely I always encourage you to do your research to, see if I'm telling it, right. and learn for yourself. You're probably going to need to learn more stuff. When you do, please come back and tell me. I'm happy to learn always, right? I don't know everything, even though my name is Lali Cosmo. She knows. But as I always say, I don't know everything. But when I do find out something to research, I then come back and let you know as Spirit gives. But so when the leaves were falling, they said, oh, okay, it's fall. It's fall, the season of fall, right? And they noticed that out of all the trees that became naked, and I always say they become naked, like they have no clothes on, right? And it's kind of creepy when you look at certain fields of trees, like they look creepy, right? Maybe I watched too many horror movies in my childhood. I don't know. Shadow work. No. But the only tree standing still clothed was the pine tree, the evergreen, right? And so they already believed that the trees possess gods in it, right? And they worship the tree because of fertility, abundance, prosperity. So when they seen and when they noticed that the evergreen tree was still beautiful and strong and standing, right, and fully clothed with its needles, they said, aha, let me go knock on wood. Hint, hint, yes, knock on wood, and then I can talk to the gods, right? The fertility gods, the prosperity gods, the abundance gods. As a matter of fact, let me just take this tree and bring it into my house, because therefore it will bless me on the inside like it's blessed me on the outside. Come on, somebody. Anyway, so that's how we get the tree. And they would give offerings. Like there was 12 days, literally, this is where the 12 days of Christmas come from, that they would give offerings, crystals and seeds and who knows whatever else. But they would give offerings for 12 days to worship these gods and goddesses, right, of these trees. So it's kind of why we get the whole thing of bringing the tree inside and decorating it and la 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 la, deck the halls of all the, you know what I'm saying, like the wreath, you know what I'm saying. So yeah, it's very, very interesting when you go down the rabbit hole learning about the truth of Christmas. I'm leaving out so much because I'm trying to, not take up too much of you guys' time. But also look up December 1st, because it's also noted by historians about it being a celebration of the Saturnali, which is the worship of the planet Saturn. So that's something to look up. Also has to do with the Roman god of the harvest. The Saturnali involved gift giving as well as carrying in the wreath, and worshiping the wreath also. And then the Scandinavians, they also had a belief system with tree gods as well. So that's all I really got for you guys. It's just some stuff that, some food for thought as you guys are having your jolly holly Christmas. Go ahead and check out my Witches Christmas jingle. It should be uploaded by now. If you're watching this video, it's for sure uploaded by now. Also, go check me out on TikTok at Lali Cosmo, she knows. Then also I have my skits that just dropped. I have so much in store for you guys. Yes, indeed. You have no idea. Stay tuned. Other than that, mwah, love you a long time. Happy holidays. Don't eat too much turkey because that resolution gonna go out the door come mid-January. Come on now, let's keep it real. Other than that, you guys, mwah, love you. Thank you guys for following me. Thank you guys for all the new subscribes. Thank you guys for all the people that have signed up for readings. I've been back up in my email as well. I've been just, in Lali land outdoing me. I will get to you as soon as after the 25th of December. Yes, indeed. Other than that, yeah, guys, thank you so much. Do forget to like and share. Subscribe. Yes, please smash that button right now if you want to see more, because there's a lot coming up. I mean, wow. Yeah. Other than that, bye, guys. Mwah. Love you a long time. See you next time. Bye.